What's the deal? It's the Coliseum Sports Show with your boy Don G. I call him as I see him. And man, this stage is set for the Warriors to come down to the Coliseum and state their case and to state their name at a chance of glory. You dig what I'm saying? But thank y'all so much for watching this video. Before we go ahead and get into it, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, do everything you love, you like, you know what I'm saying? Just interact with your boy, because this is going to be a good video. Or I don't know, I'm actually just dropping this just to, talk to my people. Whoever watches this, I really appreciate it. I can't state it enough every time I make these videos, because you don't have to watch me. You could be watching Uncle Shay, you know what I'm saying, and Ocho Cinco, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I appreciate it. But anyway, the stage is set. So for the NFC, the victors, the spoils of the victors go to the Detroit Lions and the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers. So they are set on the NFC. What a game that's going to be. I expect the 49ers to win that game, but they don't have Deebo Samuels, and I've seen what Brock Purdy looks like without all his artillery. He looks kind of pedestrian. Even in that game against who they play against Green Bay, he actually had some balls that should have been picked off, just to be honest with you. So he looks a little shaken, and you can see the throws that were high, and the receivers had to reach up to grab them, go down low to receive them. It was the pressure was getting to them, and they decided to start running the ball. But I do have to say congratulations to the 49ers. I do not like them, but this is a sports show and I can't be too biased. You know what I'm saying? I got to make it entertaining for everybody. But that defense, hellacious. Offense, great coordinator, head coach. You got the coach. You got the play calling. You have the hellacious defense, the offense. Christian McCaffrey just hand the ball off to him. He a dog, only white running back to do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nothing do it before him, but if you ever watched his college highlights, he is a thing to behold. That's all I gotta say. You get him on an open space, he's a threat. And I just gotta say, man, you put on for the white running back, because they ain't none. You know what I'm saying? I ain't picking up the white running back. You know what I'm saying? But for Christian McCaffrey, oh, hey, game gotta recognize game, and the brother got game. That's right, I said brother. But on the other side is going to be Detroit. Detroit, man, Jared Goff, to go down the path that he's going to, because he made it to a Super Bowl before with the Rams. And guess what he had to do to get to this point? He had to go and defeat the Rams. So he did that against the quarterback he was replaced with, and he handled them. Not only did he handle them, they went against Tampa Bay. He did a hell of a job, a hell of a good job, man. The only... he did have a lot of help as far as his running backs. I really like Jahmyr Gibbs. I was asking for them to get him more involved earlier in the season. I understand you have your starting running back. I can't remember his name right now, but he's good too. But Jahmyr Gibbs gives you that pop. You got to mix him in. You got to get him rolling, because that change of pace is crucial now. You know what I'm saying? But Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, great rookie tight end. Goodness gracious, he's been balling out all year. He's been real all year. Even when he got hurt, I thought he was going to miss like some games. Came back, thug it out. Because, man, this is huge for Detroit, man. They haven't won a playoff game in forever. You talking about the Cowboys, they ain't won a playoff game in forever. We beat them. So, dang, Detroit came a long way. They defense picking up Gardner Johnson, C.J. Gardner Johnson with the blue ski mask. I said that earlier. What a pickup, man, because he brought that defense to life. I believe he got an interception this playoff game against Tampa Bay. And honestly, Tampa Bay was threatening, you know what I'm saying, all game. Even up to the last minute, it was only really a bad decision by Baker Mayfield that took them and their hopes away. So, man, shout out to Detroit. Shout out to the D and what is his name? Let me see if I can pick up his name real quick, because damn good defensive end. I can't believe I can't remember his name right now, but let's see here. Oh, Aiden Hutchinson. Great pickup. That whole draft class for Detroit was crazy. They were Branch, all of them, man. Like, dog, like everybody, Branch, Laporta, Gibbs, Hutchins, you know what I'm saying, from a year ago. Like, dog, like they just picked up and picked up and picked up. Like, but if you get that many first round draft picks, this is what it should look like. They should be paying off. These are the best players out of college football. And as long as they have great coaching like they do, which I love their head coach. I mean, he's a dog, man. I mean, shoot. They picked up his attitude. What he say? If it ain't a kneecap, we gonna take an ankle. If it ain't an ankle, I'm gonna take a foot. You know what I'm saying? So, man, Detroit came a long way. They finished the season 12-5. Hell of a season. Hell of a season. Very deserving. And those two are going to face off. The San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions, man. Hell of a game that's coming up. They have entered the Coliseum. They're going to fight for the right to live. Whoever lives can fight for their right for glory. So let's move on to the AFC. Lamar Jackson, goodness gracious, the Baltimore Ravens, period. All those injuries to Dobbs, to the other running back, to the other I think they had like 3 running backs go down within the first 3 or 4 weeks. Crazy. Then you have arguably the top 2 or 3. He's definitely up there. He's a big 3 tight end. And Mark Andrews. I love Mark Andrews. If you know, you know. If you don't know, hopefully as you get to know me, you'll understand why I love Mark Andrews. I love his story, and I can definitely relate. So shout out to Mark Andrews. I think he'll be back this coming week, and he'll definitely be instrumental to them trying to knock off their opponent. But Isaiah Likely stepped up. All these people stepping up, man. Odell Beckham being in and out of the rotation. The emergence of their wide receiver, what's his name? We got to bring that up because we're not going to forget about him. These young wide receivers, man, even Rice for Kansas City. Hell of a job, man. Let's see here. Yeah, man, I can't remember his name. Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers stepping up, being a dog, man. So all of these pieces was hurt at the beginning of the season. We were like, man, this is a super team. Only thing that could hold them back because I believe they have a new offensive coordinator and a scheme. So that's the only thing that I could see, like, kind of setting them back. But besides that, they were loaded. We know what their defense do. You know what I'm saying? Roquan Smith, crazy. Patrick Queen, crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think they even got, who they got? Jadeveon Clowney. Do they have Clowney? I believe they do have Clowney. Let me see here. Do they have Clowney? Yep, Jadeveon Clowney. Crazy. Kyle Van Noy. Man. Let me see. Yeah, man, even I think one of their cornerbacks was out. I can't remember his name right now, but man, everybody stepping up and getting them to this point. Everybody played a significant part. It was not just Lamar Jackson. I don't like when they say everything's on Lamar when you have a defense like that, when you have a coach like that, when you have a all-star wide receiver like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like they did their thing, man. It wasn't just Lamar. That game against Houston was very tough in the beginning, but in the second half, those adjustments by your coaches is the reason why I believe, you know what I'm saying, probably say, hey, bro, take out running, bro. Hey, forget it. They didn't let us pass too much. He only ended with 152 passing yards, but he had 100 rushing yards for a quarterback. And that allowed them to go from 10 to 10 to 10 to 34. And their defense stepping up. Once again, this is not all on Lamar. If you're not watching, understand that whole second half, the Texans did not score anymore. Shout out to CJ Stroud. We salute you. Everything that you've done. If you watched the Texans in the preseason, I was scared for CJ Stroud. He was running for his life, specifically the Patriots game that they played. So the Texans came a long way. They owe nothing to sneeze at, and to make it to the second round against the Baltimore Ravens and have it tied up at half. And they had to bring the best out of the Ravens for them to pull away from that team like that. The Baltimore Ravens end the season at 13-4, heading into the AFC playoff game and a championship playoff game, and they are deserving of it. They scraped and clawed and figured out a way to win these games. They came against adversity in their own division against the Browns when Joe Flacco came alive, and they ended up beating them, and it was kind of shaky. But Lamar Jackson came alive and ended this season and helped elevate his team, definitely. But that team is crazy defense, hellacious. Coaching is top-notch, top tier. He's already been there and done that, and he looks like he's going to be doing it again. But they do have an opponent in Kansas City, man. Kansas City, Man, look at these storylines, man. All this stuff that happened during the season to these people to pull it out, make it to the playoffs is all it takes. Make it to the playoffs, give me a chance. And that's all you can ask for. The leading the league in drops, like goodness gracious, about a wide receiver for Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes not looking the same. He hasn't been the same all year. Leaning on your run game and Isaiah Pacheco and who's their running back? I forgot his name. I be forgetting these people's names, but that's okay. We're going to get to it. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You know what I'm saying? What is that? 6'5" Clyde. You know what I'm saying? If you know from LSU when they win a championship, he one of them. But I think they got close if they didn't win it. But definitely, man, Travis Kelce coming alive when they need him to, because he's had a bad or a rough start, you know, so end of the season, man. Like, he's been dropping the ball, even in crucial games during the season, dropping the ball against the Eagles, like in the red zone. All these different things, man, they came alive. And that's that championship blood, or that's that caliber of play. Just get me to the playoffs, give me a chance, and then we're going to handle it from there. Patrick Mahomes did not have a great game, but he did have 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. He could have been a little bit better with that, but he had a lot of help from Isaiah Pacheco with 97 rushing yards. Travis Kelce, 75 receiving yards. Valdez-Scantling, 62 yards. Rashee Rice, which he is for real. Shout out to my Texas natives. You know what it is. And like I said, Isaiah Pacheco, I know his people personally. He was supposed to come down to Texas for the last year of his high school career and play out here. But he decided to stay home because he was a running quarterback. He was a quarterback in high school out there in New Jersey. And he said, you know what, my team knows me out here. It'd be hard to transfer and make the same impact out here. You know, battling for a position. I need to stay with what I know. And look at it, it worked out. And he had a plan, went to Rutgers, and made it all the way to the NFL, and he made an impact, if not the player of the game, in my opinion, running that ball like he did, especially at the end of the game, to seal the deal. Them first downs was crucial, man. Like, say what you want to end the game, you got to get the first down. You say all you want to, you know what I'm saying? You got to finish out the game, and even the runs beforehand, just setting it all up, helping out Patrick. Hell of a season, y'all. Hell of a season. I can't be mad at you. It's not what you do in the regular season. Just do enough to put yourself in position. And if you got playmakers like a Isaiah Pacheco, like a Kelce, like a Patrick Mahomes, staying alive and giving his people a chance as much as possible, and still believing in his wide receivers and not asking for trades and such and making it happen. I can't. What more do you want from me? Shout out to him, man. But the Kansas City Chiefs in 11-6, they end their season at 11-6. They make it to the AFC Championships, where they will face the Ravens, and looks to be a hell of a game. Crazy game. I do expect, honestly, I'm gonna get to what my predictions are later, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I expect the Ravens to win that game for the first time. Lamar Jackson get on a winning streak and go into the championship. I expect him to win. For the NFC, I do expect the 49ers to win, but we're going to make a video and go over why I expect that, what I'm looking at from these teams. And overall, y'all have edged the Coliseum, and y'all have done a hell of a job. You get a thumbs up for the Texans, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, for Green Bay, for Buffalo. You get a thumbs down, and y'all got to wait till next year. You're dead right now. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But great season, the storylines of everything coming down. I can't stand Kansas City because all they do is talk about Taylor Swift. I don't give a damn about Taylor Swift, you know what I'm saying? Stop showing her. I don't care. Every time the brother even gets a ball thrown at him, guess what the camera go to? And then you'll see Taylor Swift or something, man. It's sick. It's getting sickening. I can't stand it. But hell of a storyline. Detroit haven't won a playoff game in forever. Kansas City scratching the claw without Tyreek Hill, without playmakers at wide receiver, you know what I'm saying, more than just Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce occasionally. Defense being iffy, but stepping up, making it this far, and just showing that playoff pedigree, that championship pedigree. Baltimore, all the injuries, Lamar ending the season as the MVP front runner, while not being an MVP conversation for real all season, but to end it at a high caliber of play, the way he has to put his team in position to secure the #1 seed. San Francisco, they've kind of been steady all majority of the season. You can't really say too much about them. But to make it to this far, even though they have the up and down, the injuries, Deebo Samuel being hurt might have something that might play a huge part if he can't play next week. But to make it this far, great storylines, man. Am I missing somebody? The Lions, like I said, we already talked about them. So yeah, man, just great storylines, and they just made it all the way up here, man. And whoever make it to the top, man, I can't wait till those two clash. And we'll see what leads up to that, man. And I can't wait for next week and see how that goes, man. It's gonna be two great games, the NFC, AFC championship games, man. And that's gonna be it for me tonight. Make sure that y'all comment, tell me who you got. What's your predictions for this NFC, AFC championships? Who's your team? Did your team make it? Is your team at home like my team? You know what I'm saying? Dang, I ain't got my jersey right now. It don't even deserve to like be represented right now. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that, man. Tell a friend or family about your boy Don G and the Coliseum Sports Show, where I call him as I see him. But until next time, y'all, man, y'all keep it easy, man, and just be blessed, man. I'm very grateful just to be here every day, to be able to make these videos and talk to my people and just express myself and create this community that I hope to make humongous one day. And we can look back on videos like this. I might not even have braids next time, you know what I'm saying? I might have me a fade and I always have my do-rag on. You never know. You know what I'm saying? I know the merch that I want already, you know what I'm saying? But we just got to keep climbing. So please subscribe, man, like, please. It's all great to the algorithm and encourages me to get my ass back on here and keep making these videos, please. But thank y'all so much and for tuning into the Coliseum Sports Show. I'm going to see y'all next time. You did.